So the GameStorm methodology helps you with 4 to 6 people, 4 or 6 I should say, to peel the onion of an objective. So if your objective is to increase conversion or to lower costs or to increase engagement of our employees or whatever it be, that's not good enough. So it's not good enough. You need to peel it down to more operational goals and actions. So the GameStorm is inspired by Donkey Kong, the first version on the Game & Watch, and you can watch loads of videos on YouTube, or I'll integrate some stuff in this video or in the whole playlist. So basically you run down the GameStorm session starting from a central objective. Yeah. So if you have the objective, you will ask all the people in the room to write down 3 reasons why you will never achieve that goal, why it is so hard to achieve the goal. And we call them obstacles in games. So for Mario, for instance, it's very hard to overcome obstacles. He has to jump over various obstacles. And so if you have the 3 obstacles, put them all together. You have 6 times 3 obstacles because you have 6 people in the room or 4 people in the room. Hang them on the wall. Try to cluster them if they're similar. You'll probably end up with 6 or 8 obstacles, but only 3 will make it to the table. We have professional playgrounds for you if you like, but in the end, you will have only 3 objectives. Now, you can do this with dot voting or other mechanics, even use a dice if you would like. But you will end up with something looking like this. You have a clear objective, but 3 obstacles that hold you from achieving the goal. So then we will divide the group in 2 groups. We have killers and creators. So killers on one side, creators on the other side. The killers are what we call in Dutch azijnzeikers. We call them the vinegar pissers. We call them people that are very critical about the organization. And we need them. We need them from day one if we want to achieve any change through gamification or through just the GameStorm methodology. You need to have them in the same room at the first moment you can. So the killers will think about all the reasons, all the actions, all the reasons why, and the behaviors why you will never overcome these obstacles. So it could be negative behavior or specific behavior or routine behavior that got into the organization. So they think about the current position, yeah, the Ist-Position auf Deutsch in German. The creators on the other side will think about all the things they actually should be doing, the target group or you as a target audience, and write them down as much as possible. So you take 5 minutes per group to write down as much as possible, then 5 minutes to discuss them within your team, either killers or creators, and then do that for each various obstacle. So you have 3 obstacles, 5 minutes on one, then 5 minutes on 2, 5 minutes and 5 minutes on 3. Then after half an hour, you'll get together with both teams, and one team will present all their ideas why the obstacle is still in place or how the obstacles could be overcome. Yeah. Do that vice versa, present and present. And after you present the first obstacles or actions to overcome the obstacle, the other team can choose. So the killers present, the creators can choose 3. The creators present their ideas, and then the killers choose 3. Now we have it all in writing, all the rules of play. So if you have any questions about this, how it goes in detail, let me know. But this is generally how this session takes place. And this will also be the basis for any game you will design in the future. So you have a clear objective, but it's hard to achieve it because of some obstacles. There are actions possible that have a positive or negative impact on those obstacles. And you can calculate the impact of all those actions in terms of euros. Summing up to a big number that hopefully will be gained if you achieve the set objective. Yeah, so this is the GameStorm methodology to really define undesired and desired behavior for all the actions that you think will contribute or actually deduct from your main objective. And the thing what we do as game designers, that we use this behavior in our gamification system, because we want to give feedback and we want to use mechanics to motivate people to change their behavior and actually to support that. So there's going to be all kinds of pluses and minuses that you guys chose that you want to have in the game. And it's not up to me as a game designer, it's up to you as the content creators, or basically as the company or the organization that wants to achieve something. So it might look like this. I don't have any colors right now, but you understand that you will use positive green for the pluses and red for the minuses. And maybe there's also behavior that you just see that doesn't have any impact at all, but you will choose it because it's important to uphold your culture or whatever. So we do this. Let me give you an example really quickly, because we did this for a big phone company. Yeah. So they had this question like, Bart, okay, we want people in our stores to behave differently to understand our customer better. And what we did is we developed an application that supported that behavior in the end, and that application lasted for 5 years, and we've been continuously improving the application, as you do in game design. And the problem they had is that, for instance, they saw that their staff didn't always greet people that came into the store. So, for instance, here's someone entering the store. Hello, I want to buy something. But they didn't feel welcome. Did I just say that? How did I do that? I'm a belly speaker. So, anyhow, the person enters the store. So what does it cost you as an organization if people don't feel welcome in your store? Well, I already told you in the beginning of this masterclass or workshop that the longer people stay in your store, the bigger the chances they will sell or buy more. Sorry, they will buy more. So we made a calculation for them. We said, okay, so how many people will leave your store on a weekly basis, do you think, because they don't feel welcome? And the retail manager said, well, I don't have any data on that, but let me give you my worst estimate. And that's something we're always looking for. So his worst estimate was that one person every week would leave their store because they didn't feel welcome. I said, okay, how many stores do you have? They said they had about, let me think, I think 500 stores. So I said, okay, what's the average amount of money that they will spend if they would have stayed in your store? I said, well, that's easy. That's 200 euros because a subscription and a new phone, that will make us that kind of revenue. And how many weeks are you open? I asked him. And he said, well, we're open 50 weeks a year. So if you calculate that, you will come up with a sum. That's one person every week. So it's times 50. It's 500 stores and 200 euros. So do the math and you will have an indication of what the desired behavior would actually make you money-wise. And that's only one of all the actions that they defined, yeah? So they said, okay, we want people to feel welcome. So make sure that people in the store say, hello, good morning, how are you? Good to see you. And we only calculated the positive impact of that behavior. But I know from experience that if you greet people in your store always, you will also prevent them from stealing from your store. Again, obviously that's for physical stores. But the knife cuts on both ends in that way. So hopefully the GameStorm method made sense for you. You understand now how you can translate a strategic objective to desired and undesired behavior. I have all the rules of play obviously on a piece of paper as well. And I will also teach you a little bit more in the next video about people's drives, motivations, and impact of that behavior. So I'm going to talk to you about I want, I know, I can, and I dare. I dare you. Watch the next video.